Robert Cassard from Voodoo Viral Marketing again. I'd like to take just a few moments to explain what Voodoo sales funnels are and how they can help you automate your success. This is a quick overview intended primarily for sales reps. So you might want to know exactly what Voodoo is, and the answer to that is it's really a foolproof online marketing system that leverages the power of video and personalization. So what we've done is we've taken all the best features of cloud-based marketing automation, and then we've brought video into that mix. Yeah, you can see the little guy here pushing strategic video into the mix of the other types of tools that you use. And the great thing is that, proven time and time again, adding video to your online marketing efforts increases your response rates by a factor of 5. So it's very, very important and powerful. As a sales rep, you need Voodoo to sell more with less effort. And what that's all about is sales productivity. When we talk about that, what we're talking about now is how much time you put into making sales calls and trying to nurture a new customer before you actually close a deal. Typically, a B2B sales call, if you're factoring all the costs from a company's perspective, factoring all the costs into those calls that you make, $250 to $500 is a typical number. And on average, it takes 4 times in front of a customer before you close a larger B2B deal. So Voodoo is streamlining that process. Fewer times in front of the customer. Even if we can eliminate one of those times in front of the customer, it's going to add a huge amount of productivity gain. So that's really what we're talking about here. One of the reasons we're very proud of the Voodoo interface and the way it works for sales reps is that 93% of sales reps tell us that it makes their job easier. That's compared to CRM systems where there's an overwhelmingly negative attitude toward those. They're a hassle. I don't like to use my CRM. It's a pain. I have to do it, that kind of thing. So we're very, very proud of how much fun actually Voodoo makes the process of using email and other forms of marketing automation. The key to this is that your company's branding will be at the top and bottom of your video frame. And in the middle is where the video plays. If you can see here that graphic animation is holding the viewer's attention while a person is talking to them. And that's a very, very important way of keeping people engaged. We always have a concierge-style host in the videos that we produce, making an eye-to-eye connection. And that's important. We've done a lot of research that shows that the minute you take that person off, people are less likely to remain engaged for the long haul. We need them to watch all the way through our videos. As I mentioned before, video is proven to increase click-through by a factor of 5. And in the digital business card area of your video frame, there will be an active email address where people can click right through and contact you. Of course, they can also contact you by phone in the traditional way. Now, as a sales rep, you're likely to be struggling with the same issues as your peers. You're ultimately handicapped and you may not even be aware of it. So here are the issues that are the most common based on the research we've done. Outbound calling challenges, for sure. You're just trying to get a hold of people and educate them, often on the same call. And that is difficult. There's so few prospects that you're going to reach that are actually interested, and it's partly because they feel the intensity of your push. Low conversion rates, of course. A very small percentage of the people you call, particularly if you're cold calling, are going to schedule demos or become buyers. And then, of course, even if you do get through, the inconsistency of your outreach to these long-term prospects, and sometimes even to the customers you already do have, is definitely a detriment. And then repeat sales from new customers are going to be forgotten because you're always looking for the next new customer. So let's take a look at the normal way this is done. Without Voodoo, you're going to definitely miss out on sales, and you're going to lose opportunities after the sale for sure. So as you can see on this screen, you call on many targeted prospects. You got a whole bunch of these. There are calls that are taken by the gatekeeper, and you're going to lose some of those prospects to that initial screening. The calls might go straight to voicemail. You're going to leave an informative message or try to, but there's a bunch of prospects there who won't call you back. There may be a small percent that actually take your call, and they are going to need some kind of product education, but they're going to be lost if you overwhelm them with information, which is very, very typical. Ultimately, a small percent will take a demo, and a very small percentage will actually buy the product. But if there's no post-sale contact, you're also going to lose out on other opportunities just because of neglect. That's the way that works. So here's the picture of a sales funnel. This is really the core of why we're talking today. The concept of a sales funnel is to nurture and automate your success through drip marketing, reaching out to your prospect or customer over time. So here's how that works. You import a list of prospects or customers, and they are time-stamped into the Voodoo Funnel Smart Contact list. Now, they could come from a list that you import. It could come from a capture form on a website or a landing page. It could even come from a little form that Voodoo lets you put right on your smartphone. And you could be out in the field, you could meet someone that meets a certain criteria, you can enter their name and information right in to your phone, and it goes right into Voodoo and begins nurturing them. Similarly, you can have a form on an iPad at a trade show that people can type in their name and email address instead of the old way, leave a business card. Now they can go straight into your funnel. It's phenomenal. So the funnel begins sending this pre-written series of emails and videos, and it does this all automatically. The cool thing is that this message, the message can go out based on the wait time from the moment they entered your list. So you could say, hey, immediately I want them to get this message, and then in 3 days I want them to get that one, in 7 days this one. Or you can set up actual calendar dates if you want to. So if you have some kind of a time-specific requirement to reach out in advance of a seminar or an event, for example, no problem. You can use calendar dates. Our system even allows you to use other business triggers, expiration dates of contracts, for example, or any other type of trigger that allows you to time things. So what happens as a result of that? You've got a group of interested prospects now. And the reports and statistics are going to tell you who's opened and interacted with your emails. That information alone is very powerful to use in getting past gatekeepers. Hey, I'd like to talk to Mr. Thomas. Well, I'm sorry, he's not accepting calls. Oh, you know what? He took a look at the email that I sent, and so I'm reaching out to him for that reason. They let you right in. It's amazing. You then will have a group of informed prospects because these people have actually seen your video. They now understand the product in a way that a typical cold call prospect or even a customer doesn't understand the product. So your cold calls all of a sudden become meaningful conversations, and that's very helpful to you. All this means that a higher percentage of these prospects or customers are going to take your demo, and definitely a higher percentage are going to buy. We have a lot of data to support this. It works effectively. Bottom line then, greater automated sales, higher sales volume per customer, greater lifetime value of the customer, all because you employed and deployed the simplicity of Voodoo. Thanks for watching, really appreciate it, and please look for other installments where I describe other features of Voodoo, and as we always say, why are you working so hard?